Hey guys, Tyrip here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Ploiesti Outskirts. Playing for today's opponent in the south, we have darkcrow playing as Ostheer. Straight away going for German Mechanized. And from the north we have Airandfelt playing as the Brits, who has special weapons. His rankings here. Darkcrow around rank in the 90s and Airandfelt in the 40s. Different remember though, the Brit ladder a bit shallower in terms of talent pool. Engineers were winning this, but machine gun coming in. Poe's going to end up taking that. So Airandfelt's doing a start pretty similar to what I did in my tournament here. Typically I've been going one engineer, universal carrier, another engineer. Looks like Airandfelt going to go for a sniper start. That's also a reasonable choice.
Supply is looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
If you want to snipe. Good thing is having two engineers like this gives you more opportunity to plant mines and throw anti-tank grenades to help fend off the light vehicles potentially that could harass your sniper. So overall, pretty even split on the map at the start, and that's with Airandfelt going for his fast tech into snipers, so pretty good early game for him. Going for some medics now as a couple of low health squads. Also got the pyrotechnics upgrade on this section. Here we go, sniper claims its first kill. He is coming in from the side, sniper backpedaling. Looking for a kill here, got a mine coming up in the center. Slightly unusual position for it though. But it looks like the greenies are going to run right into it and then retreat. Kind of almost looked like he purposefully ran into it there. I'm not sure, but maybe. Got to be very careful in these situations when you know a sniper's nearby. You're at two models, you know, the squad could knock it down to one. And you might not have time to retreat before the sniper picks it off.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Go around the corner here. But yeah, I don't have too much experience on this map with the universal carrier. Universal carrier is pretty map dependent, I would say. If there's a lot of places where they can hide around corners from you, it can be pretty hard to get value out of it.
We are losing a sector.
It could go okay on this map though.
There's a
3 kills so
enemy
far.
threatening a capture point.
You always have to be slightly worried that the Aussie player goes for a counter snipe as well. But now the officer out for Airandfelt as well. Darkcrow retreating back with the Pyos can start up his tech. Went for a relatively early med bunker, which just slowed him down a touch. And yeah, he did lock into this commander very early on. Doesn't have anything for you to really make use of at a timing this early. So he could be paying the price for that. So it's kind of generally good idea as an Ostheer player to keep your options open. If you've got a commander with ambush camouflage, that's a really good option against the snipers. Big infantry being the most common, but storm and circlement both also have it. Just makes a lot of sense. Darkcrow not able to go for that option. Officer dropping down some smoke here. And repositioning around the corner for this Grenadier squad. Looks like the other one's going to join them, so they might be able to 2-on-1 the officer. In fact, there's a gap in the smoke there. still eventually pick him off. MG gets the suppression in. See darkcrow got his tech up, but very late starting the 222 now.
We're losing a capture point.
30 seconds. Decent dodge on the rifle nade, but continuing to dodge forwards. Late retreat, that could be a dead officer. Oh, lucky break. No chase from darkcrow. Do want to be chasing those down, trying to get an extra couple shots in. Better chance of getting the wipe that way. Even if it's just like chasing to the very edge of the circle, you know.
We have a forward structure under attack.
Oh wow, he's gone for a bunker over here. Boys AT rifle, so doing a bit of damage. The MG is about to pop on it, however. Not going to be able to take it down before the MG completes upgrading, and pretty early mortar pit coming up. One of the best maps for the mortar pit, honestly. You know, you can hide behind this building, and pretty tough to crack. I mean, just in general, you can pretty much anywhere on this map. It's one of the stronger maps for the mortar pit. So the squad came around the corner, got some pyrotechnics flares off, but only one howitzer firing. Will that be enough to finish it off? Mortar pit getting a big hit in there. It is alive though, and they do have the healing still.
Frontier building has been lost.
And there we go. Bunker down. darkcrow in control when it comes to territory control, but can't imagine that's going to last much longer. And he's going for 2 more grenadiers. Personally, I would be going for the counter snipe here. Well, I would have also gone for the 222.
The new grenadier squad is ready.
But yeah, generally with this commander, since you do have maybe 3 or 4 even snaring squads, as well as the boys AT rifles, you're going to get away with not building a light vehicle yourself. Bit more howitzer fire coming in now. Grenadiers charging ahead, trying to get some damage onto the sniper. They do tickle it quite badly, but no kill. Could get knocked out by the artillery on retreat. No.
A capture point is being overrun. The enemy cut our supply line.
Be a darkcrow with commanding territory control at the moment. Do remember that the Royal Engineers do have a capping speed bonus, so they are very good at capping up the map. If you can use them as your main capping squad, I'd advise doing so. Okay, there's some S-mines over here as well.
The enemy is attempting to steal
Let's have
our
a sweeper
sector.
on the other squad of engineers. Looks like they might be heading over in that direction.
New machine gun crew ready and waiting.
There's a sniper over there as well. So darkcrow maybe cancel one of the grenadiers, building a mortar now instead. Let's switch directions now, trying to join in on the fun. Offload into the centre, but
The fresh mortar crew has arrived.
just forcing the retreats there. This grenadier charged into close range on the section. Not sure about that. Not to its advantage fighting at that range. And now we've got a Vickers inside the building. Grenadier's trying to push forwards aggressively here, but this one getting suppressed. Sniper in a bit of trouble, but on retreat like
We're
this,
losing a capture point.
pretty much cannot get wiped. That situation. Got some mortar fire coming down onto the machine gun though.
Our supply line's broken.
darkcrow keeping the pressure high at the moment. just seeing one Royal Engineer, probably the one that doesn't have the sweepers. Probably the other side of the map, a lot of easy territory over there. Now, this phase of the game, the Engineers are extremely weak. You know, you're up against these LMG Grenadiers, hitting Vet 2 quite often. They drop like flies, the Royal Engineers. Not really suitable for combat duties, especially if you upgraded them with the sweeper on top of that. They are just complete garbage in engagements. So bad. It's the case until they hit Vet 3 really as well, so try and avoid combat with them if possible. Use them for backcapping mines. And there we go. Well, engineers do come out to the site, getting some capping done. Look at how fast they decap that. That's the benefit.
We have 300 points remaining.
Take a quick look at the KD. Darkcrow's behind, but not by as much as you might expect, thanks to that early British sniper. Just setting up. Another rifle made out. Kind of dodged. Ended up doing more damage than if he stayed in cover there. Didn't get back into the heavy cover. Uh-oh, not paying attention. So the LMG had to reload though. That gives just enough time. Very lucky break there. That was a close call. Rifle made from the side. MG suppressing the section. Otherwise that was going to win against these Grenadiers. But good mortar hit. Capping up still on the edge. Switching to the machine gun, but that is inched forwards. Meanwhile, the section coming across to here. They'll throw out some base howitzer fire on that, forces an instant retreat. Darkcrow has a tank in the build. Airandfelt is tick up at the moment.
Capture point. They're trying to take it.
A little bit lower manpower though, going for this much stuff at this kind of timing. So it could be an idea.
Line's been cut.
Probably has to build a Cromwell if he's going to go for a tank. Oh boy. Water pit striking hard there. The decrow on Darkcrow's mortar. Engineers will win this handily when they are stationary. Get that stationary bonus. And of course the Pirates have their sweeper as well. But yeah, Panzer IV, Airandfelt doesn't have a good answer to that. Hasn't really planted that many mines either. Definitely would like to see a lot more, especially guarding the entrances to the mortar pit at this stage. He has been pretty lacking in terms of territory control, so his munitions income hasn't been the sharpest.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
But yeah, one of the benefits... Oh, okay, he goes for another tank up to infantry section. I mean, it's something else to help against the tank, but it's quite a late timing to get it at. We'll delay whatever tank he decides to go for.
Trying to take one of our points. We've 200 points remaining.
Incendiary rounds on the machine gun. Looks like he lost sight. No.
Capture point. They're trying to
you want to be using the tank intersections against a medium tank like this. I think it's ideal to have trenches up. Seem to survive a lot better in the trench. Heavy cover can help as well, but yeah, one of the problems with calling them in this late, it's still like a decent squad, but you know they don't have any vet, so they can get roasted by the LMG Grenadiers. But yeah, you may recall that my strategy involved using the centaur. I think, you know, with Airandfelt having the sniper and the mortar pit at this stage, did have a decent amount of anti-infantry, so could rely on maybe the Cromwell instead. It's both anti-tank answer. And the anti-infantry, not as strong as the centaur, not even close, but that's alright. We had other avenues for that. Didn't get the resupply half track either. But I think, you know, especially given how low his munitions income has been to this point, it's not a huge loss. Does mean that the officer though does have a bit of trouble.
Enemy causing trouble.
Just have to get so close to the enemy to do damage if you don't have those Vickers upgrades, which can be hard to achieve sometimes. Inching his way towards the mortar pit.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Tank under sections here. Building actually pretty close to death. These are strong buildings. Just how much damage has been done so far by the mortar and the Panzer IV. Double anti-tank grenades. darkcrow very slow to react there. Doing damage as he backs away. Remember those boys AT rifles. Good range, 40 range on them. MG not facing this direction. I think 2 more shots and the Panzer IV is dead. Could lose a section in the process. There it goes. Oh, and there we go. P4 down. Spins his machine gun around now, but kind of at the wrong timing. Exact wrong timing. Oh, it loses his second tank under section as well. Ooh, that is painful. And now goes for a Cromwell on the back of that. And the good timing to peel off. Go for the recrew on the Vickers. Sniper there, hitting Vet 3. 33 kills. Doing very well over the last few minutes. Let's have a look at the KD now. Pretty similar, honestly. I'm just illustrating how much bleed has been coming in on those tank intersections. darkcrow has been maintaining such strong territory control as well. Couple mines coming up. But yeah, quite often, you know, snipers can cost you a lot when it comes to territory control in these early phases, and you kind of make it back at this stage once your opponent has fallen so far behind the manpower economy. But that hasn't really happened in this game so far for Airandfelt. Gotta just charge right in, not gonna do anything from that range with Royal Engineers. He's getting picked off over there. Cromwell in the mix now though, but no anti-tank grenades, no tank intersection any longer. Engineers might be able to win this now. They have Vet 3. Really close though. Vet 3 is when they get their received accuracy bonus, so they don't drop so quickly at that stage. Before on the far side. There's an opportunity to come in here and kill the mortar pit. As I was saying, no mines planted at all. It's very safe. I think he was coming up here with the pyro. I think the pyro was maybe capping over here not too long ago, so he does have some intel that there aren't any mines, at least at that kind of distance. Ooh, close call. Gets away with it though. Got the assault officer coming in now as well. And we got Panzer IV in here also. Riflenays. Some base howitzer fire coming in. Full retreat there for darkcrow. No hammer or anvil yet. In this kind of situation, probably for the best not to take up. And it feels like the mortar pit doesn't need the extra range of the heavy mortar strike yet. This could be a little bit troubling for that Cromwell. Panzer IV though did also take 2 shots, so it looks like he's not going to risk the assault. Got another tank intersection coming in for Airandfelt. But again, maybe this is like delaying his next medium tank. Might have been worth going for a second Cromwell here. If I look for the overwhelm, you know, darkcrow doesn't have an anti-tank on himself. So kind of in worst case scenario, you're going to be in like a 2-on-2. Your Cromwells versus his Panzer IVs. Going to get blasted by an anti-tank gun as well. Couple close calls here for Airandfelt, but getting away alive with everything. The mortar pit starting to take its toll down to just 41 VPs though for Airandfelt. Darkcrow with quite a lot of excess fuel currently. No battle phase 3. He's going for a howitzer. He wants to try target that mortar pit. I think this is the wrong avenue for darkcrow to take. Personally, I would have ticked up to a battle phase 3 and gone for a Panther at this kind of timing. Looks like he's going to build the howitzer though, even further back.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
I feel like he doesn't really need this indirect fire. You know, we've got the mortar pit, we've got 1 machine gun. I don't think it's a good enough reason to really build a howitzer. And this map is so wide, you know, you put your howitzer here and it has to rotate so much to go from side to side. Make positioning it much harder. Miss out on opportunities to do damage with it. It's quite a bad map for the howitzer. Wide maps, you know, generally worse for them. Well, threatening the crush there, but didn't actually end up going for a crushing maneuver. Darkcrow retreating nonetheless. Darkcrow's kind of in a position where he very easily could have got overwhelmed by a double medium tank push. This 1 Panzer IV with no support. So he left the door open to lose massively by taking this particular build path. Now it feels like he's falling quite far behind in the KD. Not too much further behind.
Emplacement under attack.
Yeah, obviously getting to work, and it is focused on that mortar pit. Racing through the damage, down to about half health though. I mean, we can see that there's just nothing guarding this at all. Easy, very easy. Come up here with the sweeper, come up here with the medium tank, kill this. Extremely easy to achieve. He's not going for it. Still kind of tunnel vision fighting through the center. The mortar pit may go down. 2 more howitzer shells, I think, would be required, but looks like it's finished its barrage. Still standing, but under quarter health, so that's good news for Airandfelt. It does have those double engineers. Can repair that up with as well. And you know, these late game scenarios is where the sniper can start to really shine. There's so many units on the map, it doesn't really have to move around too much to do damage. And it can be harder to set up flanks on it as well with the grenadiers.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
There's a one Faust there. Ooh, big hit from the Cromwell. Doesn't quite get the green wipe though. Very close call. Water crew decrewed over there though for Darkcrow, no retreat. Jams the turret with a sniper's crit shot. Jams it for quite a long time. There's the recrew on that now though. Cromwell is Vet 1. Decent idea just to pop Hunt on during these head-to-head fights. You don't have to like dive in with it as well. The extra penetration it gives, worth it. Tank gun rolling in now for Airandfelt. Howitzer focused on this again. So he didn't manage to repair up a huge amount.
HQ is under attack.
But yeah, could have killed so easily without the Howitzer. And now you see Airandfelt fighting back across all fronts.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
He's trying to charge past here, looking for the sniper. Do force the retreat on it.
Hammer skills are being readied.
There's a fork on him from the side as well.
Enemy causing trouble.
Here come the
Trying to
Grenadiers.
take one of our points.
Anti-tank gun is there. Doesn't quite find the angle though. So Airandfelt might be attempting the crocodile. No, he's gone for hammer. A hammer instead. I do generally. I think like the crocodile is so good. I'm a big fan of the crocodile. Definitely prefer Anvil with this commander. You know, with the build, you typically do get the officer, so it's nice to have the airburst shells from the artillery strike on him. The extra repair speed of the heavy engineers useful for repairing up the crocodile. You can really get max value out of it. Definitely more of a Anvil man with this commander. But Darkcrow just really struggling when it comes to manpower. I'm kind of shocked. Go. Anti-tank gun finds the angle. Grenadiers, where are they going? It's probably like the third time Darkcrow's done that. And this time he pays the price, loses the Grenadier squad. Big gammon bomb on the far side. Doesn't get the wipe though.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
I'm up to Vet 2 now. Out-vetting the Panzer IV. This Panzer IV is a little bit inactive, I have to say. Made use of the emergency repairs there. Looks like the mortar pit got repaired up enough to survive perhaps another howitzer barrage. Double 18 gets the snare off. Cromwell coming in behind this. You got the anti-tank gun working its way forwards as well. They felt a little bit low on the munitions. Can just squeeze in a hunt now if he really wanted to. Doesn't look like he's going to pull the trigger on that though. Alright, second Panzer IV in for Darkcrow now. Thing is, you know, we're coming to the stage where Airandfelt easily could be fielding something big like the Crocodile or the Comet or just a regular Churchill. So the Panzer IV at this kind of timing is often not very good against the British forces. Maybe if you're both stuck in those like really tight medium tank battles trading armor, then it makes sense, but in this kind of situation I don't think it's the best option. Kind of needed it much earlier than this and use that combined push to knock out the mortar pit rather than building the howitzer, I feel, but alright.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
So far the howitzer has not been able to kill that mortar pit, by the way. Panzer IV's getting out of there, but anti-tank gun is pushing up as well. Got the tank under section there. AT section staying in for quite a long time. Didn't throw an anti-tank grenade on this though, thought he might have. Probably would have died if he did, but... Okay, mortar pit going down now. Some base howitzer fire onto the exit as well. Darkcrow switching sides, but one of the shells landing on his Pio nearly wipes it. He's going to run back out from the same exit and running a bit of a risk here. Definitely stabilized, and again the mortar pit's still alive. Engineers coming out there for repairs on it. The war speed coming in.
Wireless intercept. They still have 300 points
Recon
remaining.
plane from the officer. It's got to be the Comet for Airandfelt. Darkcrow coming out to the far side. Only needs to drain off 32 VPs.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Should be possible. And he's running head on though into the office, so you don't want to be doing that. You need to be moving your grenadiers around. Attack moving them forward so that they oof. Oh boy, and there goes the grenadier squad. Is that friendly fire from this as well? No. Not even a grenade, just no retreat from Darkcrow.
Ready to go. An emplacement is being attacked.
So it's going to have to put a hold on the repairs again. Did drop the LMG as well. Would have been ideal maybe to pick it up with the section. It was just around the corner, but whatever. But yeah, you have to be moving grenadiers forward so they stop at max range, start firing the LMG. Maybe you can give capping orders like in safe sectors that are quite far off the front lines, but otherwise it's not good. What's the war speed there? Now backing away. Panzer IV also blitzing up to safety. But yeah, with a Comet on the field, Darkcrow got to be feeling not the best about his circumstances. Never went for Battle Phase 3. Can't get a Panther to answer this. Has gone for a pack. Which is okay. But it's not like the best map for packs, honestly. He's got a lot of these like shot blockers all over the show. Thinking about the crit shot there, but gives up on that. Good damage in from the anti-tank gun though. So to Vet 2. That fast reload now. But yeah, just maybe the next barrage could kill it. No, we've got some engineers heading out that direction for the repairs now. Certainly it's like nullifying the mortar pit. Doesn't have many chances to fire. Just constantly getting repaired. Embraced, but maybe he can get it this time finally. In the meantime though, Darkcrow has fallen so far behind in terms of an army. Tunnel visioned on killing that mortar pit, I'd say. So he's going to try and repair through the barrage a bit. just to make sure it stays alive. But yeah, I'd say this is a good time for a couple of trenches for Airandfelt, just maybe on his side of the VPs. Well within mortar pit range. Just to camp out these two VPs, center and right. Occasionally harass the one on the far side as well.
Wireless intercepts put Harry Hun on
Send the
200
machine
points.
gun away. Double Panzer IVs camped out over there. Comet's been a little bit inactive, just sitting in the center, but now returning to action. Darkcrow trying to push over to this side. I don't know why he keeps trying to come over here first. I mean, this side is like far away from the mortar pit, much easier to capture. Spotting scopes. Might be able to see that anti-tank gun back there. Third Panzer IV for Darkcrow. Don't really like that against the Comet. We've got a crit shot, one of the Panzer IVs in some big trouble straight away. The other one aggressive at the moment. Comet pushing in now, looking to finish the job here. Anti-tank gun setting up though for Darkcrow. Getting sniped now though. Anti-tank gun's not going to last too long. Meanwhile, this anti-tank gun spun around for the Panzer IV in the center. It looks like Darkcrow hasn't noticed. He's getting absolutely blasted. And he just straight up loses it. Some base howitzer fire coming in again. Comet able to back away quite cleanly. Sniper does finally go down. LMG Grenadiers finishing the job, but the base howitzers knock out one of the Grenadiers on retreat. Darkcrow's infantry looking very weak. He's one tank down now as well. Airandfelt briefly starting up another Comet, maybe cancelling that. Tries to reinforce everything.
Listen, chaps, orders are coming.
It's not healing back here. Deactivated for some reason.
There's a crocodile ready to cause all kinds of
Okay,
havoc.
brings in the croc instead.
A capture point is being overrun. Enemy infantry firing on us.
Pretty much has pop cap limit after that as well. He kind of needs to lose one squad, honestly. With this much army, it's just doesn't really fit in his pop cap too well.
Reports coming in suggest the enemy is down to
Spotting
75
scopes
points.
did see the pack there earlier. Can still see it. The recon pass. Spots the Panzer IV back there. There's two shots off on it as well. MG down in the center to the Cromwell. Got the Crocodile charging in now as well. Pack's not going to last long in front of that.
Report in. The enemy only have 50
50
points left.
VPs left as well. Airandfelt calls the GG. I wonder if that's because Darkcrow left. Looks like he might have. There we go. So yeah, rough start there for Airandfelt. Darkcrow doing a pretty good job. Not taking too much bleed from the sniper, honestly, during those first maybe 10 minutes or so. A bit strange not to see the 2-2-2. I think it would have maybe even allowed him to just straight up win the game at that phase, but Airandfelt able to make a bit of a comeback. Darkcrow, very bad build. You know, he got his first Panzer IV out, a decent timing, but then started to float up resources, built the howitzer. Where I think if he just made like second and third Panzer IV, he would have been able to completely overwhelm Airandfelt. Just kind of relying on the tank intersections. And they don't hold up too well against like triple Panzer IV Pintels, just roasting away at them. But yeah, it would have been a more direct route to knocking out the mortar pit as well, just shooting at it with the tank. Don't have to worry about the howitzer taking like 20 minutes and not even killing it. And yeah, as I said, not a very good map for the howitzer, I feel. Not a very good unit composition to use the howitzer against. So yeah, pretty bad there for darkcrow in the late game. But yeah, good turnaround for Airandfelt. Yeah, he got away with it. Definitely need to mine up the mortar pit entrances like way more than this. Even, you know, he's quite low on munitions, was struggling, but that is like a huge priority. Even just like 2 or 3 mines. Because yeah, that mortar pit was wide open for a tank push. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like good game recast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.